Hey guys, I am Carrie Gabriel and I want to welcome you to our Power 30. Today you're going to learn about 3 different topics for 10 minutes each. And it's going to be super interesting, but I'm just going to jump in and get started. So today I want to talk to you about how sometimes we can feel selfish when we want to make money. Okay, there's so many mindset issues around money, and a lot of it is formed in our childhood, and it's stuff that we are not even aware of. Like maybe you don't want to make a lot of money because you think that means you're going to have to work too hard. And then when you dig down to the core of it, it's because your dad had to work a lot to pay all the bills and he was always gone. So you put money together with somebody not being there. So you think if you're going to make a lot of money, you're not going to be there for your family. And there's so many different root causes, but that's just one example of something that we don't even realize we're doing. And sometimes we're instilling these values that aren't values, these in values into our children, and we don't even know it. So being aware of that's really important. We don't want our children to think things like that. We don't want them to come from a mindset of lack. We want them to always know that abundance is there. Okay. So I want sometimes I know I hear this all the time. Like people worry if they help like their spouse promote underneath them, that means that they are selfish and they don't care about the rest of their team. Or they feel like if they just if they're thinking about their paycheck, it means that they're selfish. And it's not necessarily the case. It's definitely not the case. What would you do if you made $500 a month? Like you'd probably be struggling to pay your bills. You'd be nervous about it. What if you made $5,000 a month? Well, your bills would be paid and you would be cool, right? What if you made $50,000 a month? Okay, you have a lot of money. Your bills are very much paid. How much of that would you be able to give back? A lot. You could give back each month more than most people make in a month. The more money you make, the more people you can help. Have you ever, I mean, this is just an example. Sometimes, I know whenever my children went to public school and I had to pay for their lunch, I was paying like $800 for half of a year for their school lunch. I would give them $100. It felt like it was always running out. And I was thinking to myself, like, how many parents are struggling with this? Because there's this little threshold right above middle where you're not you get free lunch or reduced lunch, and then you suddenly it bump into this full pay thing, but maybe you only make $1 more than the person that gets the reduced lunch, right? So there's a struggle right there in that little middle ground. So I know there's some people, they go in and they'll just pay off a whole bunch of kids school lunch accounts. Do you know what a blessing it is to those families? That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Or what about the people who go in and around Christmas time and pay off layaways if they have toys in them, because they know they're Christmas gifts. So like that, can you do that right now? No, maybe not. If your check was higher and you made more money, could you? Absolutely. So how is it being selfish to want to make more money? Okay, it's not. So I'm going to tell you guys about the Good Samaritan story in the Bible. So a lot of people think that this is a story of compassion. So there's a hurt person and 2 guys just walk right past. I am so paraphrasing it. Okay, you guys do not think I'm going to quote the Bible. This is like my take. Um, Exactly. Money makes you more of what you already are. So, and this is kind of true for this story. So these 2 guys walk right past this hurt man on the street. One of them thinks he has more important things to do. So he's, kind of indifferent to the matter. And then the other one is afraid of getting involved. Okay. Both are things that most people think on a daily basis. Not you guys, not anymore. Okay. Do not, that's not you. You guys are worth more than that. That man is worth more than that. So the third guy walks by and he stops. He helps him. He takes him to an inn and he pays the innkeeper for a whole month stay for him so that he can recuperate, so that he can get back on his feet. Like he helped him out. How is it being selfish for that man to want to make more money? Because look at what he's able to do with it. He made all the difference in the world to that man on the street. All the difference in the world. Have you ever been like down low and somebody reached out and helped you up? Have you ever been like that? Have you ever been, I know Rusty tells the story about his beans all the time, eating his beans all the time. I think most of us have been there at some point in our life, and somebody was able to reach down and help and pull us back up and help us out. How awesome would it be to be that person? To be able to just reach down and just help, 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 to make all those positive influences on those people's life. Yeah, one act of kindness can change that life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, what is it like? Most people are just like one paycheck away from being broke. Well, if you're two paychecks away from being broke, that's a lot less stressful, right? If you're three paychecks away from being broke, if somebody just pays off a bill complete, I mean, there's just so many different things, so many different things. So when people say they don't want to make more money, how many of you have heard that? Oh, I have enough money, I'm okay. Or I don't need to work that hard, our bills are paid. Or their dream board, they're like, there's nothing, I have everything that I need. That is honestly, and if this is you, maybe I don't want to hurt your feelings, okay? But that is one of the most selfish things that you could ever say. Just because you have enough money doesn't mean that you have enough money. That means that you have enough to take care of you and your family, and that's it. You're not caring about a single other person. Nobody. What if your neighbor needs a new tire? That's his only way to work. He can't pay for it. His family's going to go hungry. Can you help him with that tire? No, because you just have just enough for you and your bills, and that's it. But if you were making more money, then you absolutely could help him out. That is just, I don't know where that example came from, but it just popped into my head. But it's just things like that. Or what if your mom is suddenly laid off? Can you help your mom? Can you? I hope so. The more money you make, the more people you get to help. Okay. Um, so many people live in a world of indifference because they don't know any different, or they just don't care. You guys are special. Anybody watching this is special because you're on here because you want to make a difference. You want to do something different. We're not the indifferent people. We are not. We are the people that are going to work our booties off. We're going to make more money, and we're going to help more people. And we're not going to judge how successful we are by the size of our house. We're going to judge how successful we are by how many people we get to help on a monthly basis. Okay, so yes, exactly. So I'm going to leave this. I know this was probably not to, and maybe it was to me, I don't know. But I'm going to leave you with this. Making more money does not make you selfish. Making more money makes you had to walk in right when I'm trying to do this last sentence. Okay, now I don't even know what I was going to say. Well, anyways, you're not selfish if you want to make more money, if you want to do it for the right reasons. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring on Lauren. She's going to teach us some host to post hacks. Lauren, where are you? There you are. Okay, go ahead and unmute, and I'm pinning you.
Okay. Hello. Hello, you guys. Okay. You know me, I'm just like so not prepared. This is so last minute, and we are literally on vacation in Arkansas in the middle of nowhere, where mosquitoes fly around like birds. So no big deal. But quickly, I've been doing host post for a couple of years now, and it just like totally exploded my business in 2018 and like took it from literally nothing to everything. And so I've learned quite a few like little tips and tricks and hacks that you can do to maximize host to post. And a lot of my girls, like especially new girls, are like, I don't get a lot of engagement. I don't get a lot of interaction on my host to post. Like people aren't seeing my messages. And that can be for many different reasons. So I just kind of wanted to share a couple that I've learned. Over the years, I've never gotten marked as spam. I've never gotten flagged. I've never had messages blocked, like nothing. I've never had my account taken away. And I think it's due to a couple of different things that I do every time I do host a post. For one, I literally never like copy and paste the same script like twice. Every time I copy and paste a script, it is absolutely and 100% different in some way, shape, or form. Emoji, sentence, I change everything around. And what I do when I do that is I save it that way. So like if I change it around, then I copy and paste that and save that into my messenger, my scripts, notes, so that it's always different constantly. It's always changing, and I'm still continuously doing that. I feel like that is one reason that I've never gotten flagged, because it's always different every single message. You know, it's never the same. Sentences, like y'all, sentences, not just emojis. You know, I'm like changing stuff up every single time, keeping the same general message, obviously, but and that has truly helped me so incredibly much. Another thing is I've noticed, especially lately, it's not really liking for us to friend request a lot of people, but I've never gotten in trouble, and I find that everybody usually accepts my friend request. But when I have like a post and someone comments, okay, and people start commenting, and I go to friend request them, I have noticed that if you don't sit on that page long enough and let that friend requests kind of like go sometimes, because Facebook's getting sneaky, I feel like it actually rejects that friend request. Like it just like cancels it out. It's so weird. I will literally sit there and I will watch myself click the button, and you know, we're all in a hurry, we're doing this fast, we're on our phones, whatever, and we're just in a hurry to get it done. And I noticed like some of my messages weren't going through. It seemed like weird, and then I would look at their page and it would be like I never friend requested them. And when I would sit there and watch myself click it, sometimes it literally will just unclick it. It'll unsend my friend request. So make sure your friend requests are going through, and don't message until they do, like until you send them a friend request. Then once I do that, I give it literally a day. By the second day, if they haven't responded, if they haven't seen it, the little circle with the check is white. They have not seen the message. I go back to the person who made the post for me and go back to their little comment, and I tag their name again. I reply to their name again, and I say, "Hey, girl, you may want to check your message request folder since you haven't accepted my friend request." Or something like that, just to tag them and remind them. And then when I do that, I actually go to, I don't know if this is like gonna be, this is just what I've done, and I've never gotten in trouble. I cancel their friend request and I send it again. And 9 times out of 10, when I do that, then they accept the friend request, they see my message, and I can message them. Another hack is that a lot of times we think that people are seeing our message. It will actually have a blue circle check, and it'll look like, and have their little profile picture there, like they've seen the message, okay? Like it's been delivered and they've seen it. Like their little circle, Carrie's face of her profile picture is there. It looks like she saw my message but didn't respond. Okay, a lot of times after they accept your friend request, it automatically looks like that they've seen that, but they can't see the message. I don't know why that is. I don't know what that's about. But if 9 times out of 10, again, if I will send them a quick little message that just says, "Hey Marie, can you see, this info that I sent you?" Then they'll say, and I'll put like a little monkey, face, oh my gosh, or like the little sad sobby one, like, "Ooh, did you see this information?" And most of the time they'll be like, "Oh, I can now, I couldn't see it before." I don't know why that is. Again, Facebook hates us or whatever. But when I do that, then they see that information, and then they actually do. They respond and want to, I can walk them through the process. So that is something that I've done. And then also just some quick organizational hacks for me that have really helped. Are not only changing your chat color, that has helped me really, like, big time, because I'm super blue and not organized at all. Changing my chat color is something that I easily and quickly can see who I've been talking to, and when the color tells me what they are. Yellow means they made a host a post for me. Red means definitely follow up. They're interested in something. They're a host a post person who commented and I was talking to them with the scripts. Keep following up with them. Purple is I sent them a sample. Green's a distributor. Pink is a customer. Just whatever. That's really helped me, so that quickly as I'm scrolling through my chat, my messenger is a mess. I just know what they are, but according to the color. That has helped. And then lately, you guys, Jade Hooper helped me with writing down names all the time. Like literally, if I follow up with somebody, I write their name down on, today's Thursday. So today I write down everybody on Thursday on my little organizer. I write down everybody that I follow up with that day, so that not only I'm messaging them, so they're up in my messenger, but they're right there on my organizer, and I can quickly go back every day and look and see who I followed up with. If they tell me that there's a certain date, like, oh, next Friday I get paid, that'd be better for me. I write their name down on next Friday, and that's really helped. You can even do that on your calendar, like in your phone. On your phone, you can just go to every day and just write down people's names. Susan Wade does that. That's kept her organized. Of course, I save them to a collection. I have a collection for every month. But I think the biggest thing, you guys, and I'm going to tell you this is the biggest thing that's helped me with Host to Post. For one, believing and claiming and thanking the Lord for all of the people that are getting in, all the customers I'm getting before they even get in. When people respond back to me after I send them the first script and they say like, yes or no, or this sounds great, or who are you? This is crazy. Whatever they say, I literally just say, got another customer. Somebody else signed up. Somebody else wants this. I'm not even kidding. I know that it sounds so cliche and like corny, but I promise, like, it's just something I don't know. And the second thing is like, I'm just 100% this me with my customers. Okay. Like with any potential, anybody, I'm talking to them. I'm telling them my own results. That's huge, you guys. If you don't have your own results, it's like so much easier to talk to people and let them know about stuff and what's worked for you. And if you're more knowledgeable about the products and if you've had your own experience. But when I talk to them, I voice record, I get excited. I really try to ask questions and get to know them. And then the last thing, you guys, is like, seriously, I go live all the time with my coffee recipe. Like Carissa is the queen of that too. I mean, especially it doesn't matter if she literally like just got out of the hospital. She'll be like, you gotta go live with my recipe. Like I'm still like literally about to kill over, and she's like, I gotta make one more best fat fuel for everybody to see. But it works because they see how yummy it looks, or your way, your spin of doing it. Every time I go live, we're adding all of these people, you guys. We're adding all these new people. Yeah, maybe all these little story posts are cool, but they want to see you. They want to see what it looks like, how you make it, what recipe do you got, like what's it gonna do, like is it weird, like be honest. I'm honest. Yeah, cleanse is kind of nasty, but guess what? I lose 4 to 8 pounds every time. So I'm 100% going to be chugging that mother down and taking a little bit of a pickle juice, after shot or something. Like I just always am real and oops, sorry, I got a phone call. I'm just always real and like honest, and I'm always voice recording. I stick to, the main things. The scripts are good. Like they're just meant to help new people, guide customers into becoming, potentials into becoming customers. But once you get the hang of it, y'all, put your spin on it. Be you. Be real and honest. And then the last thing is, I am so engaged. I'm a professional friend on Facebook. Yes. I know, I'm coming. I'm so sorry. We're about to go fishing, you guys. He's like, what the heck? Like, I literally came out here in mosquito land. So I'm so engaged. Y'all, if you want people to be engaged in your content, if you want people to be on your lives, if you want people to be following what you're doing, follow what they're doing. Get on their lives, get in their stories. I am in my potential stories all of the time, especially if I know they're like right there about to sign up. I'm in their story, like I'm on their stories, I'm replying, I'm commenting, I'm on their lives. If they say they need prayer, I'm in their inbox. I'm saying, hey, I'm praying for you. What can I do? If they say they're sick, I'm like, can I send you immunity? If they say they're, want to lose weight, I'm in their inbox. Y'all, I'm their professional best friend. And I'm telling you, it has really helped me so much because they do feel like I'm their friend and they are coming on and it's like I'm on their thing. And when they get on my lives, like I know about them. When Carrie gets on my live, I'm like, girl, I saw you on vacation the other day, girl. That was crazy. Where were you guys at? Everybody go follow Carrie because she's crazy. She goes all these places, y'all. And I'm just it's like they just love it, and they're like, oh my, this girl's weird, and then they just follow, and then like, well, I'm gonna get some of that coffee. They're in my inbox. I'm telling you, it seems crazy, but it has worked for me so well, and still to this day, like y'all, I kind of slacked off, this winter and everything. I moved to Colorado and all this stuff, but I was able to pick up Host to Post a few months ago back like it was nothing, and it's just still killing it for me, the same as ever. but you have to be consistent. You have to stay disciplined. You have to follow up however many that your number is every single day, or else it won't work. You know, host to post nothing is going to work if you don't work it and stay consistent. But these few little hacks just have really, when I'm so engaged with people, I feel like Facebook thinks, oh, like they really are friends. Oh, they really are connected. Oh, they really are, oh, she's good. These are her real people. And it just has never flagged me or anything. And even as many messages I've sent. So hopefully that can help. There's so many things, you guys, but those are the main things that I've learned that have kept Host to Post alive for me in the past couple of years.
Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Especially a professional friend. I never thought to call it that. That's perfect. Okay, so Sherry, you're up. Where you at on my screen? There you are.
Here I am. Here I am. So let's talk about going Ruby. You know what? If you're not Ruby, it's really exciting. We call it our first pen level. So here's what you're going to need. You need a pencil. You need your phone. You need your chart. And you need a focused goal that you want to go Ruby. And then you want a big, large, is that double? Yeah. A large splash of determination and drive that you can go there. And if you'll do all that, then this right here is it's really a simple business, guys. This is it. 3 people. You can talk to your best friend, a coworker, your sister, a neighbor, a church friend. It's endless, but 3 people will take you all the way to the top. But right now we just want to talk about the Ruby. So I'm going to hold this up because I want you to think about this. You have to have what we call a qualified leg. So a qualified leg is 400 group volume. Group volume it can be your loyal customer orders, it can be your personal orders, it can be auto ships, it can be when it says group, it's a combined effort. So you've got your best friend's got 400 leg. We're going to pretend this is like the perfect world. Your coworker has a 400 leg, but your sister's been really going at it, and she has 1,200. That is 2,000. You have to have a 2,000 volume to go Ruby. That's all. Let me tell you, it was 4,000, right? They've made it so much more simple. So, it's not going to be a perfect world. You're probably going to have 400 and something in one and, 700 in one. But you have to have a combined 2,000 volume, total group volume. And that will put you at Ruby. But every leg has to have a minimum of 400. And that makes you a qualified leg. It's actually, it's one of the most simplest things that we can do is talk about how to go Ruby, because it does only take 3. And so you go out and collect your customers. You make sure you're on your ADBV auto ship. It's all about the 3 people collecting loyal customers and being on your auto ship. Think about that. ADBV auto ship is huge. It's huge because if you only need a 400 leg to be a qualified leg, you're almost a fourth there with just that. So encourage everyone that you put in the importance of collecting their customers and being on their auto ship. Why do we want to be on our auto ship? I'm going to talk about that for just a minute, because I have people who go, but do I have to be on auto ship? Yeah, you do, because I want you to experience our products. So I do tell them that, because, we have people that think, I'm going to come in for the $99, but I don't want to spend money. You're in a business. You need to spend a little bit of money. You need to be on the products. And if you think that you can go and find you any other business that you can run for less than $100 a month, then I would like to know about it. And especially with the income that we can make, and I'm not going to do an IDS here, but there's not a lot of overhead to do this. And this is, I'm really simplifying it. I know that, but it is that simple. It's going and getting your customers. So when you are doing your steps to success, and your steps to success are getting 3 distributors and each distributor getting their 6 loyal customers, do the math with that. A lot of times people are not going to order just the minimum. They're going to order a whole lot more. I saw where Carrie, she said something about someone got 160 BV order today. that's, that's above average, but a lot of people will do 100. Right now we have if you spend 99 or more, you get free shipping. A lot of people like free shipping. So that's how you're going to build your volume, with little perks like that. Free shipping. You encourage your customers to, like right now, you can do an upsell, but get the volume up. 2,000 volume. And I just remember when I went, and that was back in the olden days, when I went Ruby, it had to be 4,000. It wasn't even optional. It had to be 4,000. So this is much, much easier. So start talking to people if you're new or if you're not new. Talk to everybody. Get yourself built up and help your volume by doing that. Sometimes it's the scariest people to talk to are the people you know. So that's why I said do this. You need your phone. You do. And you work your social media. You talk to people on social media and you get customers there. Good Lord, that's what we've been talking about for so many minutes is, working the system, doing the host to post, that kind of thing. That's where your volume's going to come from. So if you want to be Ruby, it's simply get 3. Make sure you've got your 6 customers, help them get their 6 customers, build the volume, keep up with it. I carry my team's charts around with me in a folder. When I leave home, they go with me. That's why I said you need these things. It sounds real, unimportant. This old pencil. Why am I saying pencil? Because somebody here may or may not stay. And if they don't, I can erase it and put someone else in. Maybe I have several people working, but there's 3 that's the strongest. And I can erase it and put it in there. Now, that's a little bit old school, too. But I'm old school. I've been in for almost 10 years. Hard habits here. Um, I'm keeping it really basic. I hope that was enough. This was last minute for me, so I'll give it back to Carrie.
Thank you, Sherry. Okay, guys, so today we learned about making money does not make you selfish. We learned about the host to post hacks, and we learned a little bit about promoting to Ruby. So I want to thank Sherry, thank Lauren. You guys did great. Thank you for all that information. I really appreciate you guys. All right, so if you're on the recording, we're going to say bye to you. If you're here live, stay tuned for the after party. Okay, so bye, everybody.